we have Rio on the line. He is from Miami Shores, Florida. His interests, quite honestly, his interest is this. He is known as the Florida man. So I'm going to go with that with you, Rio. Anytime, whether it be for a beech oven or any type of jade application, Rio is the man with the plan, and he's going to help you get things done. I appreciate Rio very much and what he does out in the field for me as well. We also have Tim Green. So Tim Green just figured out how to turn the volume up on his computer, which is awesome. And we're so excited to have Tim Green. He is the most amazing stone hearth chef that I've ever met in my entire life. I give you much props for what you do, Tim. And we are going to learn about beech ovens today. And we're going to learn about the better part of cooking and not just pizzas for beech ovens. So without any further ado, Tim and Rio, I'm going to let you guys have the stage, and I'm going to turn my mic and everything else off.
Rio, say hello. I'll see how quickly I get my screen share up here.
You got it. I want to thank all you guys for joining today. Certainly want to thank the Eaton team for putting these venues together in a very uncertain time and new world order that we're working with. They've done a great job throughout the whole thing of keeping everybody informed and actually keeping up with me when I was sick. I appreciate you guys. Now on to the bigger stuff. We've got Tim Green with us, and one of our lines besides jade is beech ovens. Beech ovens is a magnificent product with a great breadth of a product line. We don't know that we'll get through all of them today, but we're certainly going to give you a good rundown on hearth cooking and the different styles that we have available at this point. Tim right now is queuing up the video, and I think you're going to see some equipment that perhaps you didn't know about, or perhaps that you knew about but didn't quite know how they worked. If anytime you guys have any questions, please reach out to Tim, myself, or the Eaton team. We'll be happy to answer any questions that we don't answer on the video today, and always here to help you out in the field as well. Please let us know. How you doing, Tim?
Let's see. Is that okay? Can you guys see that?
No.
Can you see my screen?
We do.
Okay, beautiful. It says beech oven, stone hearth ovens. I'm just gonna make it, there we go. I think this is good. So just to start out, beech oven, Brett Beech, started in Australia 31 years ago, celebrating 31 years of history, and brought the, Middleby bought them out about 2012. And so we've been in North America, in Brea, California, at the Jade Factory for about 8 years now. And Brett's goal really he really had the entire European market, Asian market, all through the Middle East, captured with his equipment. And his goal is that he's really doing unique stuff, sexy stuff, grills and ovens, viewing windows, getting into all kinds of cultural cooking, teppanyakis, tandoor ovens, duck ovens, really meeting all the needs of all the cultures over there and what they wanted, what consultants wanted. They say, hey, we want to come to one guy for all this equipment. Will you build it for us? And Brett Beech said, yes, I will build it for you. So here we are in North America doing the same thing. The difference is that we came to North America and we realized that we needed to compete with a different powerhouse here in North America that was looking for something more than just a sexy oven that was built into any shape, size that you wanted. It had to meet very high production needs. So when I talk about production, I'm talking about California Pizza Kitchen, Whole Foods markets, where we're putting out 800, 1,000 pizzas a day. We needed to have that production. And how our competitors did it over here is that they had single cast floors made out of ceramic stone, so different from tiles, different from fire brick. They had underfloor burners. 90% of what they were selling was gas, not wood fired. And so to compete with that, we really needed to do a lot of the same things. So when Beech came over, we started putting together single cast floors, underfloor burners, 4 inches thick, dome single cast, 4 or 6 inches thick, so that we could compete here in North America. And so today, what Beech has really brought to the United States is a very, very, very competitive product to where there has been no other options in North America for really the last 30 years. So now we have options for you. And what we've tried to do is say, okay, what have been some of the challenges that have been with our competitors? What are the challenges that they have, and how can we overcome those challenges? One of the biggest challenges that they have is that their oven comes shipped from the factory in one single piece. So in many cases, when you're doing a remodel or redesign, you cannot get the oven in because it's just too big, or it has to go through amazing, through windows and through rooftops or however, and it sometimes is just not, you're just not able to have a stone hearth oven. So what Beech has always done and what Beech continues to do, as you can see in this picture right here, our ovens break down into 3 separate pieces. So you can literally get them through a 34-inch door, okay? The other challenge that our competitors had with their single cast floors is they have a tremendous amount of problems with floors cracking in very wide and very uneven ways. This becomes an issue, not so much the left or right cracking, as much as the unevenness. Jade said, how do we get rid of that problem? How do we solve that issue? We're going to put our floor on a steel plate, so even if it were to crack, it cannot ever become uneven. So it never becomes an issue in the field where we have uneven cracking in our floors. The third challenge was that stone hearth ovens continue to have out there is that is really an end user issue, that it was very challenging to train people and continue to hold on to employees that could truly understand how to manage the oven and truly understand how to manage temperature in the oven. So we have a convection oven, we set for 350 degrees and bingo, we never think about it. But with a stone hearth oven, you have an adjustable flame in that oven that has to be managed like a manual transmission of a vehicle. First, second, third, fourth gear. What do I use first, second, third, fourth gear? And how do I manage the clutch and shift at the same time so I don't stall out or crash into a wall? So that's a challenge to our end users. And so what we've done is we added smart oven design. So all the temperatures and all the flames in the oven are thermostatically controlled. So literally we set the temperature of the oven and the oven takes care of itself. And so we went from a standard transmission vehicle to an automatic transmission vehicle. That's where we stand today when we say, okay, we have a very competitive oven and we're trying to overcome some of the challenges. And why would you choose us over someone else? Well, here's one of the reasons why, 3 of the reasons why. Break down in 3 pieces, minimize cracking of our floors, and smart design control so it's easier operations for the cook in front of the oven. For every oven that our competitors have, these are just a few of our models that we have here, we have a competitive oven size. So if a competitor has a round oven that's maybe 5 feet round, we have a comparative oven that is 5 feet round. So that may be 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 foot. For every rectangular square oven that they have, we have a comparable size oven that meets the same thing. Again, all breaking down in 3 pieces, et cetera, all with smart oven design, et cetera, et cetera. Moving on. The other thing that Beech continues to do, and we continue to strive on and talk about in North America, is yes, we can do all these standard size oven models, but we still can do custom size designs. You can see the way we build our steel around our dome. This allows us to break the oven down in 3 pieces, but it also allows us to build an oven to any shape or any size that you want. So this particular oven that you can see that is rounded here, like a horseshoe, was actually designed and built around a post. That's pretty cool. Door opening over here, door opening over here. Same thing with this oven here. Had to go around specific walls and beams that were not removable. So we built the oven specific to a shape and size that the consultant gave us, or the engineer gave us, that we built the oven specifically to that shape. The other thing that we do, a lot of people still have ovens that are both dual fuel. So that specifically means gas and wood. Our competitors always use the same burner, what you see here on the right side. I call that sort of a display burner. A display burner is great for gas fire oven, lots of open flame, good visibility without a wood fire going on. The challenge with these ovens is that if you were to put a wood fire in here, and you'd want to put the wood fire sort of where the gas burner is, so your heat source is sort of coming from the same direction, you end up with a lot of debris down in this burner. So what we have is we have this tube burner that extends up out of the floor, allows us to burn a fire very close, a wood fire very close to that burner, and we do not get debris down that burner. So this is when we have a wood gas-fired oven, we put in one of these tube burners to overcome that challenge and overcome that problem. Any one of these ovens here, gas oven, wood gas oven, can come with an underfloor burner, so that if you never want to burn wood in this oven again, you never have to burn wood in this oven again. You can operate it 100% as a gas-fired oven. But let's not talk about ventilation right now. Here again, our three-piece construction right here. Top, oven top over here, base and stand, coming apart into three different pieces. This is how we would ship it through a door. Rigor involved, high capacity oven, 2 to 3 minute cook times. You need deck material to minimize cracking. We have put together a different recipe of ceramics materials that help minimize that. They hold themselves together better, and they can handle higher temperatures. And they're new efficiency. Yes.
Hey, can we go back to the breakdown? I want to emphasize a couple points about the oven being able to break down. You know, when we discuss this, sometimes people kind of skip by and say, "Oh, that's kind of a cute novelty that it can come apart." It's an absolute reality, and it's a must in a lot of locations. But let's discuss what they are. Obviously, if you get yourself into a retrofit situation where the restaurant's already built, there's no other hearth oven in the industry that you can go to have it break down, to get it put in through a cart and bring it into the oven and set it up. Ours, you can do that. But let's talk about the more realistic situation. What happens if you're in a location that the location does reason that does not go, and you have to change your location or go out of business or whatever the scenario is? If you had our competitor's oven in there, that what becomes a fixture, and such forth, it becomes a landlord's property. With our oven, they can take it apart and remove it from the location and install it in a new location, or God forbid, sell it and recoup some of the money they've made in the investment of the restaurant because it didn't work out. That's a highly probable situation, and one that I think meant. All right, where do you guys lose me at?
Kind of
Good morning.
Yeah. So Rio, I'll just sort of stay. I heard what Rio said and what we lost. Basically, if you want to move your oven from store A to store B, it's a great opportunity to say, I can take this oven apart in 3 ways, and I can easily get it out of here without busting out windows and doors again and having the landlord pissed off at me. Really a good opportunity. All right. Again, here you see the oven in 3 pieces. This is our smart oven design. Underfloor burners, radiant burners left and right. The other thing that Beech has is we have lower domes than our largest competitor. This really comes from how Italian ovens and stone hearth ovens have always traditionally been built with 14-inch high domes. It allows the energy to get down to the food, down to the floor faster, instead of having a tall dome. So it actually creates a lot of efficiencies and a better balance between top and bottom heat when you're cooking. Even our larger ovens, again, break down into 3 pieces. So again, here's what we call our REC 2080. This is a very large oven, burners left and right, rear display burner. This oven could be done with second doorway in the back. We could have doorways on the side. We can put view windows anywhere you want in the back and the side, however you want to do that with this oven. One of the things that we've tried to do in an oven of this size is not only do we create all this thermostatically controlled temperatures, but we also change the way our underfloor burners are designed under the floor of the oven, so we don't necessarily have hot spots and cool spots. We have ability to cook all the way up against this burner over here, and that floor is probably within 50 degrees across the entire floor, front to back of the oven. That's very important when you're teaching people, well, where do I land a pizza in this oven? Land it anywhere you want to land it. It's going to cook the same way no matter where you put it. So again, trying to overcome some of the challenges that our competitors have how do we have a better product? Here's a beautiful oven that we put together and built. Not just standard view windows that you normally see in the field, but very unique windows that we've created. And this oven actually has a grill in the center. So we got cooking window over here, cooking window over here, and a grill in the center of this oven. Cooking windows in the back. Here's an oven that actually has an operational door and 3 cooking view windows in this oven. Here's a picture of our 2-burner here. So you can see that we've had a little ash fire here. And again, that 2-burner is right next to a view window in the back. That view window obviously is going to get a lot of carbon, removable, cleanable, and it's tempered to the touch. A few of our custom pieces. Char broiler pullout over here, very common piece that we do. Oven one side, char broiler the other side. Unique oven design right up here with a triangle. So this is going directly right into the corner of a wall here, corner of a wall space. When you put a round oven in a corner, you actually lose quite a lot of space. When you can go back right up into that corner, obviously you save a lot of space. Give yourself a lot of cooking space. And again, if you want to put flat face facades on our ovens, so if you have a traditional round oven and you want a flat face facade, if you want a curved tile around the oven, we have all these facade extensions that you can easily add to the oven to make that easily happen in the field. Cladding, powder coating if you want to do it, stainless steel wraps, copper wraps, octagonal, perfectly round, however you want to do that, we can do that as well. Lower facade extensions and tools that we have as well. Storage boxes, all these accessories that you see with our competitors, we basically have the exact same thing. We have a 4-year limited warranty on the oven body and 2 years on parts and labor on the gas system. The other thing that Beech does, again, as I mentioned earlier, is that we do a lot of cultural style cooking ideas, such as tandoor ovens, duck ovens. These are pictures of our tandoor ovens in the front of the house as we see in the traditional barrel shape. Beech oven is the only manufacturer, I believe, in the world that can create this beautiful traditional barrel shaped tandoor. So if you're in the front of the house, this is really what you're looking for. We do standard gas square and standard gas round as well, large and small size tandoors for the back of the house. But for the front of the house, this is really a beautiful presentation, and we only want to do this beautiful barrel shape. Here are the places that we're in. Here's a tandoor cooking naan bread. I haven't seen that or noticed that before. How we build a tandoor. Of course, the life longevity of a tandoor is all about this, what we call a pot inside. Our pot is designed with our ceramic stone. So unlike traditional tandoors that are built with clay pots that are normally replaced after one or 2 years, we have never replaced a pot for our tandoor ovens because of the strength in the ceramic. Of course, small and large in our round and our square as well. Beautiful barrel shape. We had a beautiful hammered copper powder coat just leave the factory today. Really beautiful tandoori oven. So I want to touch a little bit here. I'm going to get rid of this screen. So a lot of you folks have worked with a company called Grillworks. And Grillworks is this really cool residential grill company that started, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 years ago in North America. And their equipment got the eyes of some great chefs in North America that said, hey, would you build me one of those for their restaurant? Well, they were like, yeah, we're all about that. But their equipment was not really designed for commercial use. And they were not really designed or engineered or they weren't really put together as a commercial manufacturer. And so Grillworks went out there a lot to get a lot of press, but they had a lot of issues in the field because they weren't really engineered for commercial use. And so a few of you came to Jade and spoke to Lex and said, hey, Lex, can you start building this equipment for us? And we said yes. So today we are building a lot of what we call these open hearth grills, fueled with charcoal and wood, grills that go up and down, rotisseries, paella pans, plancha tops, really whatever you want to create in whatever space that you can come up with, whatever rectangle, square, oval you want to, size, we can start putting products in there. This is one Italy in Boston, which has what is traditional as a large wheel grill. Kind of comes from a manufacturer down in Texas. J&R Grills has had that sort of feature for quite a while. A lot of people like the large wheel grill. We also have the small wheel grills. Here's a sort of the design of that piece. There's a very good picture of the Italy in LA with a large wheel grill. So the grill is obviously being managed by the large wheel that go up and down. And then we have this piece again, large wheel grill at this end. I got a paella edition here. If I turn this piece around, I got a gas-fired grill with a rotisserie above it. This is over in Duke University. Tremendous piece of equipment, really beautiful the way it can really be used and the style of cooking. Here again, I got a large wheel grill over here, and I got a small wheel grill over here. So your choice. Do you want the small wheel grill? Do you want the large wheel grill? And then we have over here really sort of maybe just a Robata grill station of how deep you want the fire, and we have a resting rack for whatever you want to use this area for. And this other box that you see here is sort of a wood fire box. So I got wood burning in here that's actually creating coals that I move around to these other stations in the firebox. There's a design for that piece at Duke University. This piece, if you've seen us at NRA or NAFM, you've seen this one over there. Again, we feature the large wheel and the small wheel, little paella dish over here. Rio, we keep losing you, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so this rail here also, right? So I put my 9th pans in here if I want to do that. This is not only a bump rail, keep me safe, but it's also a place to put 9th pans. There's a place in down where I kind of live, Ballard, my neck of the woods, Ballard, Washington, Ascend Steakhouse. So you can see what we do here, solid fuel, but their whole deal is they wanted the grill to manage their temperature, a high section and a low section. And if you kind of look at this grill can be up here on this flip, or it can go down to this level here, or down to a lower level here. That's how they manage heat in this oven, by managing where they put the grills. This piece is actually round, 360 degrees with a little stand section here. And this is sort of a decorative gas flame in the center. And again, just very traditional style cooking. I recognize this is a way we would, the Native Americans in the Pacific Northwest would cook fish over solid fuel. Very unique design. And again, this is stuff that we did not design. This is stuff that you folks designed. This is stuff that chefs have designed. So basically, you give us a drawing with your pencil and paper, and we kind of put the engineering and the mechanics to it for you to make it unique and special to what you do. This is a beautiful piece. So in this piece, what you notice is we have the 3 tile walls left, back, and right side of this piece. Beautiful, beautiful fire building here in the center, and grills on both sides, left and right, that are adjustable. The other thing that they're doing here is, of course, hanging the meats, which is quite a showpiece. So we got these just horizontal racks that we're hanging the meats on, cooking the meats. A lot of people like to cook duck on here. Of course, these are our beautiful tomahawk steaks that are going on here, heating up. Really attractive. Really, there's a piece really lit up, and there's a design for it again. A lot of these pieces too, as you look at this, this is going to be, we can create these and they'll have ash drops here, right? So you can have a little hole in the front left and front right, and now go into a responsible ash dolly for easy way to get rid of the coals. This gourd, there it is here. So you got your ash dollies here. This shelf will come down, and behind this shelf is just a little hole in the floor, so I can just rake all my ashes into here at the end of the night. Large wheel grill again, adjustable grills. Again, this piece has the walls left, right, and rear. Another piece here. So we just saw another piece of our factory today, heading to the beautiful Tampa area. And these front areas are all porcelain, a nice sort of an off-white, and they're really attractive. They're roasting pig. The design of these pieces, small wheel grills there. And what you notice here is we have our V-style grill grates so that the drippings are coming down, and just cast iron. So we have a variety of those grates as well. And then the wood burning area is the back here. So the logs are burning in the back of these racks here. The coals fall down underneath the grill, and away we go. Another piece there, 3 walls surround. Another piece from NRA and NAFM, and again that gold, beautiful copper hammered on a tandoori here. Hidden underneath here is for our ash dolls, etc. However you want to design these. So these are really something that become very popular, and we're really becoming a leader in what we do here. And again, thank you for the design that you bring us. We're putting together a few of our pieces now that we have some standard pieces that just say, you know, I need a small wheel grill that's 48 inches left or right. Bingo, we have it done. We have a part number for it. We can bang it out pretty quick. Or you might want to put more of your own custom ideas to it, and then we're willing to do that. For instance, custom idea for this might be, I want to put some hanging racks from a horizontal across the top of this, left to right. I may want to put a shelf up here so I can either bring out a steak and rest up there prior to cooking or after cooking. So however you want to customize this, most certainly we can do that, whatever your chef's wishes he wants to do. Just racks, a whole variety. This is kind of neat how it has a bend in here. And over here we have the churrasco skewers going on. So another great, neat idea, solid fuel churrasco cooking going on here. If this needed to be a gas-fired piece, we can put a gas-fired piece. If you want to put a stone hearth up at the end of this rail, that's a great, wonderful thing to do. Another beautiful custom piece right here. And again, there's our flat top. So our gas jade flat top right in there marries together very well with all of our equipment. Some really beautiful pieces here. So again, stone hearth ovens, a new option for stone hearth ovens in North America today and around the world. Our open hearth grills. You think of it. You send us a sketch of it, and we're going to try to create it for you. Very much still a custom house, doing all the hand welding that we do to make our equipment strong and last a lifetime. Do we have any questions from anybody out there? I assume we can ask questions, Bob?
At this point, I don't see a question in the Q&A department yet.
Okay, good.
I appreciate you and Rio joining us today. And more importantly, the one point that I did not make earlier this afternoon is that Tim, our chef Tim, has worked in 33 states. He's cooked pizza in 33 states and in 5 countries around the entire world. So for that, he's also from Bellingham, Washington, and formerly from New England, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, Bob.
So for that, we appreciate all you do. Everyone, thank you, especially thank you for everyone that joined us today during these times. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us. Tim and Rio, I don't know if Rio is still with us, but Tim and Rio, we appreciate you guys and your dedication.
Thank you guys so very much for your support and all the action and the positive things you're keeping going during these times. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. You guys have an awesome day and be safe.